Alright, we are recording for what will hopefully, likely be the last part.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Huh. Interesting. That he just came at a different way. 7 pages. Well, that's probably one I missed earlier. Potentially those as well.
Oh, you got yourself a little bland, do you?
Ah, I had one for that. Oh, crap. Damn that crossbows. Ah, okay. Ah! Ow. Whew. Okay, I need to get into this. Oh, this is a problem for me. Running out of ammo. Oh, good. Can that please come back on? Please? That health is on the other side. Let's have this. And flashbang. Whew. I know it's stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway. There. You know what? Can I also grab that? Might have been able to run all the way through, but no, I didn't feel like pushing it. And just to be on the safe side, checkpoint.
Never getting out of this wake, never! Don't worry, I'll take care of your wife and your life! Desperate.
Really, I'm a psycho. You knew I am a psycho. I told you I'm a psycho. Really, I'm a psycho. You knew I'm a psycho. I told you I'm a psycho. 'Cause really I'm a psycho. I told you I'm a psycho, psycho, psycho. You knew I'm a psycho. I told you I'm a psycho. 'Cause really I'm a psycho. I told you I'm a
Whew. Good. That could have gone worse. No, no pages here. I'm actually not gonna enter the building. I'll first check on Serena.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
One more. Just one there, 4. Here's a page.
When the dark man's eyes suddenly locked into Serena's, she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly. Hers did too.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
Well, we'll see.
There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death. But now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend. And they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it. I've been around for a while now, you know? While you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness, I've been busy. I operate in the shadows, not always literally, you understand. I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there that goes deep. And the things that live in it are fast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Getting a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Okay. Just taking them out, fountains eliminates the others, so I can just focus on doing that. Good. Okay, I'll check over here, since I'm nearby, then head up to check on Serena. Then we can end this. Actually, I'm gonna run down this in case there's anything near the screen. shouldn't need it, but I can also grab the flare gun ammo. Oh, there is something right over here. There it is.
It's obvious that for all his power, Mr. is an agent of another greater being. The dark place he came from is full of terrible alien intelligences, dark presences, and none of them should be let loose in our world. He serves one of them. He'll open the way for them if I don't stop him. But he'll do more. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him. I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate. Bright Falls taught me that. I know that indulging my weaknesses, giving in to fear and complacency will only drag me down. The dark place taught me that. I'm no Zen master. I've not attained enlightenment. But I have learned to let go of the things that I don't need. I know that without that balance within, I become my own worst enemy. Now I strive for equilibrium, and with that, I'm strong enough to get where I want.
Yep, and another page up here. There.
I held the film canister in my hands. I saw a name written across it in big letters, followed by the title. It was a time capsule, moments snatched from times gone by, from a past that I hoped could also be our future. It was my salvation, our chance to be together. A tin can with a bit of magic in it that she didn't even know about, something I could put to good use. There were only moments left before I had to face him.
Oh, and there's one up here too. There.
The clothes I wear now I shaped from dreams and memories. It's an old outfit originally from the 90s. The last time I wore it was when I was still writing and Alice and I took a vacation in the desert before our troubles began. The night before, we'd been at a party, and I had dressed to the nines. On that lazy day, I put on these old clothes, worn and comfortable. Alice made a joke about grunge. I felt a little embarrassed, but I stuck with them. We were very happy. I'm sheathed in good memories to remind myself of what is at stake.
Well, that finally explains that. But I also go back to that scientist. Seriously? You thought because of the way I'm dressed, it's a hallucination?
Oh, hey.
I'm hoping I can put an end to this now.
You'd better. I really don't want that to happen to me again. It's like somebody vomited in my brain, like a sleazy movie that keeps looping in my head.
I'll stop this, I swear.
You know the part that's really screwed up? If you mess it up, it'll just keep happening forever, right? I don't think I can deal with that.
Don't think about that.
I don't think of anything but.
Hey, afterwards, when all this is done, look me up. This thing, I can probably help you deal with it.
I don't know. It's almost like I'm not even in the same world anymore. Everything's just weird now.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that'll pass with time, but being touched by the darkness, it's rough on you. It's a lot to process, and I just don't want you to get completely screwed up by this.
Might be a little late for that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's degrees. At least you're not at a point where you go around picking fights with people over not changing their light bulbs often enough.
What?
Never mind. All I'm saying is, you're not alone with this. And anyway, you're friends with Alice, so, you know, any friend of hers.
Thank you.
Alright. I don't think I need anything there, but...
Hello, folks, and welcome to the third part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned photographer Alice Wake. So, tell me about the film.
It's called Sunrise, and it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage.
You'll never see the sunrise.
It's not a medium I'm very much at home with.
You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye.
Maybe, but experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm really used to thinking of the world in terms of snapshots. I frame something and try to pick the right moment, and then reveal that moment to people. Moving images are a different story. I'm still learning a lot about it, to be honest.
So, this is a new thing for you?
Or maybe I'm just a slow learner. But showing it like this is definitely a new step for me. It's a little weird taking something this intimate and showing it to everybody. Not that the material itself is somehow shocking. It's just that those were private moments.
But that's why it works, because it feels genuine. It's not so much a story as it is a sort of an echo, showing us how you saw your husband at the time. It's not really about the sunrise itself or Alan watching it. It's about you two together.
I suppose. It's funny, looking at it now, especially now that it's been edited like that. It takes on a life of its own, almost. It's a kind of a fantasy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right. I'm glad you talked me into it.
Alright, let's end. And get Alan back to Al. Hopefully. I mean, there is the desire, and I think a roadmap once leaked, showing that they do want to have an Alan Wake 2, so... whatever this ending is, it's gonna, in theory, allow for that.
Again, the champion of light enters the final.
I just realized I never looked at the last thing.
Is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
I'd found her film from the pile of containers in the back. I'd threaded it into the projector. I swallowed hard, staring at the screen, hearing her voice, the sunrise I remembered so well only moments away. And then Mr. was there, nailed by the projector's beam, caught in his own trap. He shouted at me, first in confusion, then rage. And then the sun came up and things started to burn.
Things started to burn. And we have focused on the fire extinguisher. That's what I meant.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for! It's my turn now! It's my life! It's my life!
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream, a memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
Yeah, it's an amusing way to just end it there. Alright. Yeah, Remedy Entertainment. Yeah, I did remember correctly what the name of the studio was. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Definitely an interesting application of the concepts.
You know it feels nice.
In the whole the evil aspect of Mr. Scratch, application of the lights and such. And yeah, I like that. That was very, very well constructed, expertly constructed.
Watching the sun come up, I can attack the day with the will to burn.
Very good job, you two, Miko and Sam. Very good job.
Picture of violence, blood red and steely blue. It has beauty that can never be silenced. Oh yeah, it reminds me of you. And if you're broken down, lying face on the ground, it's too late. For I've seen
The Dio story?
the shadows fall when the dawn breaks. I can never be beyond
Well, that reminds me, the Micro Studios name reminded me that Remedy is one of the studios that signed a deal with Epic Games for his publishing deal. I did send them an email asking, didn't I? Pretty sure I did, asking about if that means that they're going to be handling PR and such, and can I get on those lists. Never heard anything back.
It's all making sense. I'm finally taking each day with a will to burn. And the sky is a picture of violence, blood red and steely blue.
interesting. That Tor and the narrator were the same ones. I didn't realize that before. There's a shopping channel thing on this? I don't remember that. Okay, so I was kind of curious. That was the voice actor and the video actor were different. Because I noticed that in the previous game as well, I just didn't see it in the credits. That it looked like the voice work didn't always match the mouth. And it wouldn't, because they would have been, they had to be dubbing over. It did look better in this than I think it did in the previous game, but then there was also a lot more in the previous game. Why did I say previous game? In the original game. Yeah, it's just been, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, depending on where you want to count from. I don't have a sequel yet.
I could attack the dead.
And what is this?
No. Ow?
That's right, it did start with Barry sleeping and there being basically a, come on, brain work, an episode of Night Springs, come on. So in theory, that's all just been in Barry's head. Alright. And yeah, as you can see, this is the GOG version down there. I don't know if you can see the cursor, but yeah. So, did I miss any weapons? Nope. But I missed that here. So Troy got everything. Drive-in theater, I missed that. Alright. I'm not gonna worry about those right now, though. Just that. There's that. Alright. I shall see you next time for whatever game I do after this. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the list and figure that out. But, yep. See you next time.